Which brand are you actually loyal to and why? ThinkPad. Even their worst laptops are still pretty darn good. The reason I like them so much is because even when they buckle to trends in the industry, they do it better. When they stopped using their godly classic Tenro keyboard, they moved on to the best chiclet style keyboard on the market. When the market started pushing ultra-thin and light laptops, they made those but also kept selling port-rich thick laptops. Even when they got rid of the actual buttons for the track point, the touchpad was still really good, and when they saw everyone get pissed about it, they switched back. LL Bean and Sperry. LL Bean is clothing that will last you a lifetime and a wonderful replacement warranty should something happen to your clothes like a seam popping. And if you're not looking at their fashion shoes, Sperry footwear is incredibly durable. I have owned 3 pairs of the traditional leather topsiders and 4 pairs of rubber boots that have all served me extremely well. I'm super hard on my shoes and clothes since I'm a sailor, so the fact that LL Bean and Sperry have managed to get my repeat business is a testament to their quality and durability. Columbia. Their clothes and jackets have always fit me well, are good quality, and the local outlet store is always having sales good prices. I live in a true 4-season climate, so we have a variety of jackets for the seasons. My hiking boots are Columbia as well. Garmin. Stuff just works? No monthly subscription BS. Apps that work without bloat or ads. Good customer service, even outside the warranty period. Camelback. I have 3 different sized hydration hiking biking packs from them, along with various water bottles. Stuff is just good, made well. Bought some earphone Bluetooth earbuds as cheap throwaways for a trip and they've been some of my most reliable kit. Only bought another pair to have as a spare and for when these need recharging. Then got a family member one of their higher end models as a gift and they love them. Not an audiophile recommendation, but as someone who's owned a lot of cheap headphones over the years since that first cassette Walkman, these sound as good as any tiny form factor set I've used. Of course nothing compares to full-sized cans. Ibanez. For 33 years or so, I've found their mid-high range of instruments pretty much the best bang for the buck out there. It only got better in recent years, too. They blow everybody out of the water. I play bass and guitar, and in order to get something that's really worth it better than Ibanez's $1,200 $1,800 price range, you are shelling out $3,500 easy for boutique level stuff. Often, even their $600 bases range are pretty good, especially if you just throw aftermarket electronics in them. ASUS Republic of Gamers. They were the first company that I'm aware of that has the 1-year break or spill warranty. Others might have done it, but they were the first I knew of 2012-ish. Also, to my knowledge, they were the first to not only make useful LEDs built-in but also back that flashy shit up with solid gaming units. I haven't used any other computer that wasn't provided for a job in like 12 years or so. ROG is also the only PC I advise friends and family to get. Fiskars. Everything they do is top quality. That brand is like a national treasure to Finnish people. They do plenty of products with metal and plastic and pretty much everyone around here has had a pair of Fiskars scissors for up to 20 years. Sure, their products are more expensive but they're made to work and last for an eternity. After writing this I checked Wikipedia and apparently Fiskars is one of the oldest companies in the world. It was founded in 1649. Vitamix. My kid had a feeding tube as a baby. Vitamix has a program where they basically just charge costs to families with feeding tube type issues. Saved us hundreds of dollars. When the blender gave us issues after a year, probably on account of all the oils we were pumping through it, they shipped us a replacement at no charge. Love that company. Still have the replacement blender years later. USAA insurance for military service members and their immediate families. Yeah, sounds boring, but their service is excellent and they will come to your aid when other insurance companies tell you to get lost or don't talk to you at all. No, they won't save you $15 on your insurance, but when you need them, you get to talk with real people and they are intelligent. Been a member for over 30 years. Honda. Their cars are dependable and look a little cooler to me than Toyotas. That's with the exception of the trucks. Honda trucks look dumb. Honda also tends to recall stuff that other car manufacturers wouldn't. I had the condenser replaced on my Civic a few months ago when the AC stopped working. Would have been $3,000 to fix, but Honda had a recall and all I had to pay for was the labor. Porsche. Their vehicles are just built different. They last a really long time for sports cars. 100k miles, you can launch the living hell out of them 24/7 without a problem. They're fast in a straight line and around a corner, Their interior is luxurious, the list goes on. Let alone their heritage, everything they've accomplished. A few software companies that actually do good, compared to their competitors that try to milk their customers for every penny. Serif Affinity Photo Designer and Kako's Reaper DAW off the top of my head, but I feel like there are a few more. I used to put Epic on that list too, but recently they've started to really piss me off. Yamaha boards, Yamaha ATVs. Both have worked reliably and not let me down when I needed them. Simple enough to repair or maintain. Sennheiser for my audio gear. Love my headphones. Clear and powerful sounding. Folders, always taste the same no matter where I go or how I make it. Rickenbacker guitars. Still family owned and they never upscaled production to meet demand because they didn't want to sacrifice on QC. Obviously things still slip through the cracks occasionally, but I've never had a problem with one that came from the factory that way. Vanguard. It's the only one of the large firms you can invest with that isn't trying to make a profit for its owners because it is collectively owned by everyone who invests with them. Its focus is serving the people who invest through it at the lowest cost possible. Been using Logitech mouse and keyboards for around 15 years and except for G103 mouse everything still works. I had to replace the mouse cable once. They do durable shit design and I always feel safe because of the positive stories I hear about their customer service. Bose, their audio products just work and sound great to me. I have their over-ears, sports buds, and the sunglasses with headphones built in. They are expensive so I usually only get like one new product every 2 or 3 years, but I have never had a bad one. Carhartt dog beds. My puppy shredded several dog beds before I said fuck it and spent $100 on one and it's still alive 2 years later and not showing any signs of wear. He digs in that thing like it's hiding rotten turds and it's perfectly fine. Tide detergent. We used Tide growing up. I tried all the various cheaper brands when I was a young adult, and they just didn't do the job Tide does. I do add half a cup of OxiClean with Tide for stubborn stains and white loads when necessary. IKEA furniture. I'm Swedish. And cheap. PBR. It's pretty much the only beer I like. It's not considered white trash here in Sweden. Old Spice. I only use their gel sticks. I love that there are so many nice smells to choose from. HEB brand items are the best and I will fight anyone who says otherwise. Not only are the HEB brand items just as good as name brand, sometimes they are even better. Plus HEB as a company does a lot for the community. Brother printers, especially the laser variant. It just keeps working and there is no cartridge nonsense like that other brand. I will recommend it to everyone, always. Nobody ever has issues with them. I've never been disappointed with Dell Ultrasharp monitors, and not only have they been pixel perfect for me but they seem to last forever. For context, I never buy other Dell hardware, just the monitors. Spotify. I've had premium for 12 years and have remained very happy with it. I don't see a need to consider an alternative when I have no complaints. Plus I have like 100 custom playlists on there. Call of Duty. It was an important part of my childhood gaming life, so I just buy it every year out of tradition even if there is no campaign or the multiplayer will be shit. It's symbolic. Hidden Valley Ranch dressing, French's yellow mustard, and Heinz ketchup. I will do without if one of those brands is not available for those products. Nothing else is remotely close. Nintendo. I just couldn't get into other gaming systems. I started with the original and just waiting for the prices on the Switch to go down so I can own every one of their systems. Valve Software. Their own games may be so-so nowadays, but Steam is the patron saint of the PC gaming world. Which is why this ongoing class action suit against them infuriates me. Costco. They do an amazing job vetting vendors. They may not have a lot of selection, but what they have, is almost always amazing. And if it isn't, their return policy is amazing. Osprey. Super comfortable hiking backpacks, and their lifetime warranty is actually legit. They will repair or replace any damage or defect for any reason on any model ever made. Allen Edmonds dress shoes. They are made in America. They have a service called recrafting where you send in your shoe and it comes back basically brand new. Very high quality. Aldi. They were there for me when I was broke and currently keep me from going broke with grocery prices these days. Some of their brands are superior in my opinion, e.g. Salsa. Not sure if this counts, but Wikipedia I've been donating since given the option and I appreciate that it's remained generally unchanged unlike most modern platform services. Q-tips. Every other cotton swab is inferior, and I think I've tried them all. Either there isn't enough cotton, or the stick is too flimsy. Only Q-tips get it right. Ultra. Foot health is more important than most people realize. They are the most comfortable hiking running shoes I've ever worn in my life, and I've tried a lot. Xbox because it's all I've ever played on, and everyone I know with a PlayStation has had to replace it numerous times. I still have my original 360 from 5th grade, for no other reason other than it's what my parents bought and I like the smell of it. Irish Spring soap. Only soap I have ever bought in my entire life. Victorinox 'cause Swiss Army knives rock, and they make great watches too. Add top-notch customer service, and they've made me a happy customer for life. Subaru. I've owned 5 now over the years. Gray on the snow. With regular maintenance they run for a long time. And they retain quite a bit of value. Old Roy dog food. It may not be the best on the market, but the vitamin K it contains is the only reason my boxer survived being poisoned with Daikon. Nintendo. As long as they keep making Zelda and Mario, I will buy their consoles. These are my favorite franchises, and I've never been disappointed. OXO. Most of their kitchen stuff is fantastic. I don't deliberately set out to buy OXO, but it winds up being the best choice on a lot of things. Skechers. They're so comfortable. I'm getting old and starting to have back issues, and I can comfortably stand much longer in my Skechers. Dawn dishwashing liquid cuts through grease like crazy. Mix it equal parts with white vinegar for an excellent bath rub soap scum remover. Levi's jeans. I would estimate 95 of my entire number of days alive have been spent in Levi's jeans. I'm 60 and it's all I've ever worn. Darn tough. It's like a constant hug for your feet, but is even good in that you don't think your feet want to be hugged.